All right, hey, what's up? This is Joe from Minimalist Fitness. I'm here in Portland, Maine, on the east end, overlooking the peninsula here. And in this video, I wanted to talk about something I'm calling the blown diet myth. So what's that? It's that experience everyone goes through when they're going on this weight loss journey, where they have a screw up, or one day they just eat way too much, they go overboard. And it makes them feel like they screwed up. They're like, oh, it's blown. I fucked up my diet. I'm gonna have to give up. I'm gonna have to start this next week. I can't do it. What do you know? Look what happened. I screwed up. And it's this failure mindset. And what happens, or what can happen, is it can start a roller coaster. So this is what happened to me all the time. I love food, and I have this binge eating issue where I get stressed out and just go overboard. A bunch of fast food, pizza, steak and cheese, Burger King. And I go overboard with it, and you feel guilty. You're like, here I am, screwing up again. Never gonna get thin. And this will stick with you for multiple days. So the next day, you'll kind of still feel bad, and you'll want to eat bad again. And you won't feel so bad about it because you already screwed up the day before. So it's this downward spiral. So I wanted to talk a little bit about a couple ways to get around this. So I don't usually feel that guilt anymore when I have these binge episodes or eating out once in a while. So the first thing you want to do is reframe it so that you consider it a necessary indulgence. So instead of thinking it as a failure and having all this guilt, you're thinking it had to happen. Something in my body was, signaling that there's too much stress, too much structure in my day, or something like that. It had to happen. It was necessary. Overeating, doing all that, it just had to happen. So that's the first part. Second part is just realizing that you're not actually blowing your diet. It's the worst case scenario in this situation is you'll gain maybe like a pound or two, rarely. So you have to eat around 3,500 calories to gain a pound of fat, and that's a lot of food. That's like 3.5 fully maxed out Chipotle burritos or something like that. It's a lot of food, and it's rare that you're actually going to eat that much food. And then, so what's normally going to happen is the next day you'll gain a bunch of water weight. So if you get on the scale, it'll say plus 5 to 10 pounds, and you'll freak out. But it's just mostly water weight, and it'll go away in a week or two if you drink a little bit of extra water. So that's really it. You want to reframe it so it's not a bad thing. It's just something that had to happen, and then realize that it's very unlikely you'll gain much weight from it. Worst case, a pound or two. That's not a setback. Stay the course. Don't freak out. Stay on track. Tomorrow, you'll do it. That's it. Peace.